So, what about Rwanda? It's a place our government wants to send some of the most vulnerable people in the world, even though they themselves agree it's a terrible human rights record. The Human Rights Watch from the UN has said Rwanda has significant human rights issues, including unlawful or arbitrary killings by the government, forced disappearance by the government, torture or cruel, inhumane, and degrading treatment or punishment by the government, harsh and life threatening prison conditions, arbitrary detention. The list just goes on. And it looks like Sueda's sick dream could come true in the summer. In fact, to make it happen, Rishi's government are willing to take us out of the European Convention on Human Rights, which protects silly things like the right to life, freedom from torture, freedom from slavery, the right to a fair trial, and sort of thing that you don't enjoy in Russia. These rights won't only be taken away from migrants, which is how they'll position it for their voting demographic, it will be taken away from everyone. Suella recently scrapped appointing a modern slavery commissioner, and proposals by Rishi will mean even migrants who are victims of modern slavery and trafficking will have no protection. But then nor will anyone else. We recently agreed to pay France an additional £500 million to set up internment camps and stop people getting on the boats. But wouldn't it have made more sense to invest that money in clearing the backlog? Suella recently visited Rwanda on a PR exercise that we paid for, and only invited friendly media outlets like the Daily Mail and GB News, even though GB News only has a tiny number of viewers. And the best they could come up with this picture of her laughing like a maniac in front of a construction site for the camps. She even joked about getting interior design advice from them. She really is a standout vile person among a government of vile people like Lee Anderson, who said the next election will be fought on culture wars and the trans debate. In other words, pitting sections of society against each other by appealing to the right wing of its supporters. This is the real reason for the Stop the Boats narrative.